And the organizations that institutionalize human rights are treated like the early church, a fledgling but hopefully universal community of believers struggling for good in a vale of tears. If the cause fails, it is because of evil. If it succeeds, it's not by accident, but because the cause is just. Well, human rights virtually never succeed as a cause, right? So this is a movement that operates dominantly on myth, which is kind of weird because when you're trying to make the case for a movement that is new, that is highly contingent, meaning it has no power, and whatever influence and whatever possible power it might have is highly contingent on various nation states deciding to use the human rights crusade for their own purposes. You know anyone who's big in international humanitarian law who comes from a right-wing background? They overwhelmingly come from backgrounds in feminism, Marxism, communism, Leninism, anti-colonialism, right, leftism, right? They are people who become disappointed with left-wing utopian politics such as Marxism and communism, and they're seeking another utopian crusade, and it doesn't really matter to them if it makes absolutely no difference in the real world. And the way they talk about human rights, it's the same way that a rabbi will give a sermon in an Orthodox synagogue, where you just take it for granted that people are going to accept that the Torah came from God.